Assalamualaikum viewers, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all will be preparing very hard for your exams. So I am back with a video that will help you all with your studies, making your studies more effective, less time consuming, more retentive, and eventually it will lead you to achieve the good grades as well. So I'll be discussing some study tips with you guys that I have myself been practicing for past few months and it really proved effective for me. Exam-based study actually includes studying the most important topics that are being important from the exam point of view. So you don't have to read the whole standard book or the whole scenarios or whole topics as well, but you have to skim over the important topics that are being included or that have come in the past year papers. Secondly, you have to actively recall whatever you are learning. Don't go with the classical technique that was just reading the topic and highlighting it and making the notes out of it. So it won't help you until and unless you recall it actively. There are many methods through which you can actively recall your topic. That includes, first of all, you can make short questions out of the topic that will help your mind to actively recall those features. Secondly, you can also use the flashcards as well, and we have many applications that will help you with making the flashcards. One of it include Anki, but again, you don't need to make the flashcard of the whole information. You have to pick up the selective, the diagnostic, and the particular factual information for the flashcard making. Thirdly, the most effective method of active recall that I myself have practiced it a lot is actively recall it by teaching it to someone. And it doesn't necessarily matter that someone is physically present and you are teaching to them. You can simply use a paper and write over it as if you are teaching it to someone. Or you can also use a whiteboard or a marker, and again the same scenario, that you are teaching it to someone and you are practicing it on the whiteboard and you are actively recalling whatever you have learned through this topic. Another very effective way of remembering everything in your exam is to make mnemonics of the important topics. For example, you can, in medicine, you can make mnemonics for the drugs. In the pharmacology, you can make mnemonics for remembering the bacteria. In the microbiology, for the symptoms, for the features, as well as for the pathways. For example, we have a mnemonic E. colima in the auditory pathway. E for ear, C for cochlear nuclei, O for olivary nucleus, L for lateral lemniscus, I for inferior colliculi, M for medial geniculate body, and A for the auditory cortex. So through this mnemonic, I am easily going to remember the whole auditory pathway in my exam. Now moving on towards the most effective and the most important technique of all, and this technique will definitely help you to retain your knowledge for much more time, and it will make your concept crystal clear as well. So there is a famous Chinese proverb that what I hear I forgot, what I see I remember, and what I do I understand. So in case of medicine, if you are studying a disease known as the dermatomyositis, I studied a sign that is known as the heliotrope eyelid. In case of rheumatoid arthritis, I studied the swan neck deformity. And in case of the SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, I studied the Miller rash. So the only way to make these all signs and symptoms retain in my memory and to accurately diagnose the scenario in exams is to go for visual aids of these signs. You can go on the Google and search lot of images related to the heliotrope eyelids or related to the swan neck deformities. So the key is to remember through the visual aids. In case of surgery, systemic surgery, you can easily go and search some short 3D videos on the cholecystectomy. This all will help you to remember the process and the procedure as well, and you can accurately identify and diagnose the scenarios, and this all will prove very helpful for your OSCE examination. In case of MCQs, if you are studying a topic known as the fibromyalgia, you can go and search some quizzes on the topic of fibromyalgia, on the topic of osteoarthritis, on the topic of the pulmonary fibrosis, and you can solve those quizzes at the time you have learned the topic. So it will definitely help you to retain your knowledge as well and to easily crack the MCQs portion as well. At last, the key to perform very well in your exam depend upon the frequent revision. You cannot learn anything by studying it for the first time, so it's upon you that how many times you have revised your course, and you will increase your chances of attaining good grades in the exams. So these were all the important study tips that I have myself been practicing, and they proved very helpful for me. I hope this video will be helpful for you all. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new videos and updates. Thank you.